Hey guys, back with another video. This is my first like sitting down video, so it's a bit weird sitting down looking at the camera because usually I'm like up and about moving, doing this and that. But yeah, so this video today is my first year uni experience living at home. So yeah, I go to uni of Hertfordshire. Oh my god, I'm looking at the viewfinder on the camera. And I lived at home for my first year, which was, it's a bit different because obviously everyone's like, oh yeah, going to uni and is excited to move out. But yeah, I decided, I was like, you know what, this year I'm going to stay at home. But yeah, so I do business and finance, so that's what the course I chose. I was going to do just business, but I thought let me add a bit of finance in there, you know. But yeah, basically how the uni is there's two different campuses and they're about 10 minutes from each other. So there's DHAV and there's College Lane. I am on DHAV, so DHAV is kind of like the business, like law. I think if you do teaching, it's all that side, and then everything else basically is College Lane, which is like the newer campus. So yeah, let's get into it. So but yeah, so let's start at freshers. So freshers, I obviously living at home, I only went to one event. And obviously I think that was just because like going to the events then coming all the way home is like a little bit long because I live like half an hour away. So yeah, like me and my friend from school, so we both went to the uni. Me and her, we booked a hotel and we're like, you know what, we're just gonna do a hotel and then we're gonna go to like one of the good nights, and it was Monday, which was all the way up, and that's what like the Monday event is called. But yeah, like it was really good. Like we had pre's at like another girl's house that we like knew that went to the uni. But yeah, that event was like really good. But yeah, obviously like when you only go to one freshers event, it's a little bit more difficult to make friends. But yeah, so moving on to the first day, I can't even remember that much. I think there was like a day where you came in and then you like signed in and you like got your picture taken and everything, and then I can't really remember talking to that many people then. I feel like we had like a Facebook chat thing, and then we like, I think quite a lot of people do this when they're going to uni, they have like a Facebook chat and then they see like who's doing this course, whatever, and then I think we moved it to WhatsApp. We still have that chat now. So I'd like spoken to a few people on there, but the actual first day, obviously I met a few people then, so like the people I'm friends with are mostly like on my course, because there isn't really another way like when you don't live there to like make friends with people. I feel like not everyone is that like loud and outgoing or whatever, so I feel like you have to be quite confident and talk up, and also not judge other people on the first time you see them, because it'll end up being that you're friends with someone that you used to hate or someone that you've never even spoken to or whatever. Money situation. So again, when you live at home, for me anyway, so I had a job as well. I had a job and then obviously I lived at home, so I'm not paying rent. Like things in the house I guess are paid for, so you don't have to pay for, like I still paid for things myself but not absolutely everything, which obviously makes a massive difference. So I've got a monthly income and I'm not paying rent, so for money I was good. Like it depends like what your situation is, and if you like really want to get out of home then leave. But yeah, like money wise I was good, and that was because I decided to stay at home. But yeah, like I basically always had money. Travel, so like I said, I live like half an hour away and I drove first year. Basically they have like this place, this park and ride, so you park in the park and ride, and then you get on the bus which comes at every 10 minutes and it takes you to College Lane campus first, and then it goes to DHAV. That is what I did for the first part of first year, and then I realised I feel like that bus is the most unreliable thing ever. Like it's so annoying, like it doesn't always come, and if you've got a 9 a.m. like basically I think it was the 8:40 bus, the 8:40 let me down many times. Like I feel like that was the perfect bus to get if you had a 9 a.m. and it never ever showed up and I was always late, and like so that it's like it should be a good like service whatever, but it just wasn't good. Like it just was unreliable. So yeah, like after that I like knew that people started to park across the road from my uni, and it was like a business park, and then people started getting tickets, and I was one of those people unfortunately that received a ticket. So yeah, I stopped parking there because I was like, I'm not getting another ticket. So I used my brain and I learned from my mistake. And then I started parking towards the back of my uni. There's like residential area, and most of it's permit only, but if you find the right road, it's not permit only, but you have to be very careful that you don't park somewhere that's permit only. So don't come and scream at me if you park somewhere that's permit only and get a ticket. It's not on me. But yeah, that's what I started to do, yeah, till the end of uni, and that was like fine. The uni building, okay, so the actual like Uni of Hertfordshire building, my campus DHAV, I feel like it's just quite like old, so it's not very like high tech and stuff. Like I've been to other unis and I've seen, even say for example the libraries have like it's kind of like, you know, the airport, like where you put the card down and it like, lets you in through the barriers. Like our library doesn't have that. It's literally people sitting at a desk and looking at your ID card. Like the building isn't very high tech. It's like quite old. It's not run down, it's just not very high tech. So if you like really high tech or want to be in a really high tech, then it's not really a high tech uni. But they are building like a new facility thing on DHAV. College Lane is a little bit newer, but again it's still not that high tech. It's kind of just, but then there are like other science buildings, so it depends what you like, what course you're on. But for business it's not that high tech basically. But yeah, the uni accommodation, I'm just going to briefly talk about, because obviously I didn't live there, but I had a friend that lived in, she had a studio which was on College Lane. So the way the accommodation works is there's accommodation on College Lane and there's accommodation on DHAV. The College Lane accommodation was just better. It wasn't amazing, but it was better than DHAV accommodation. I didn't like anyway. But yeah, with her accommodation, she had a studio, and basically we come to the conclusion that the studio is a rip-off. Like it's actually a scam. Like for what you get, it's not worth it. And I think it's because obviously Hertfordshire is fairly expensive. Like it's very close to London, and compared to say like if you went to Nottingham or Leicester, you'd get better accommodation because first of all they have the space, they're bigger unis, and yeah, the accommodation is just cheaper because it's more up north, whereas like Hertfordshire is so close to London, but like obviously for your loan you'll still get the same as you'd get if you went to like Uni of Nottingham or Leicester. So yeah, it's quite expensive for what it is. The studio's okay, but it's just not worth the price. I think it comes to like £9 a year or something like that, but it's ridiculous. So it's something to bear in mind if you do want to live there. Like have a look at the accommodation. It is like expensive for what it is, in my opinion. Okay, the uni lecturers, okay, I feel like a lot of them, okay, I give it to them, they've got PhD, they've got masters, you're a lecturer, cool, but I genuinely feel like a lot of them don't know how to teach, and I feel like that's so important. Like if you're so smart but you can't teach, how are you a lecturer? Like, do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense, it doesn't add up. But I feel like some of them were good, some of them were just, they just talked at you, and I feel like to be a lecturer you have to be really engaging because people will be sleeping, as in people are falling asleep in your lectures. Like that's a bit mad. But yeah, like I feel like a lot of people as well get to the point in the year where they're like, I'm actually paying a whole 9k to be falling asleep and for PowerPoint slides. I'm actually paying 9k, and you deep, it's not really worth it, but it is what it is, isn't it? I'm gonna finish uni, but the 9k, it's not really worth it. It's not worth it. Let's be real. Let's be real. But yeah, as I said, so obviously the uni lectures, a lot of them, they don't really know what they're talking about, but some of them do. And I think something that you need to do, and not everyone, I didn't do enough, is make use of the lecturer's time. Like a lot of lecturers or tutorial leaders have like hours, so there'll be like Wednesday like time slot, like I don't know, like 11 to 2 or something. You need to go in and be like, look, I need help with this, because I feel like they really do help you. So yeah, it depends on the person and obviously the lecturer, but a lot of them I feel like one-on-one is better, and you just need to make use of the time that they have given you. Like that's part of what you're paying for, I guess. Yeah, in terms of the actual uni tasks, like the workload, I feel like it wasn't actually too bad, but maybe that's just because it's first year. But personally for me, I feel like it was all right. Like I didn't find anything particularly difficult. So obviously I do business and finance. I did business at A level, So the business stuff, a lot of it was kind of like the same. So I feel like if you didn't do business, it will be a little bit more difficult because there's more you have to learn. Whereas if you're already familiar with the terms, it's a lot easier. The finance bit, I haven't really done like anything financy, but you'll see like some of things from like GCSE maths I remember were like coming up, and I was remembered bits of it. But yeah, I don't think it was very difficult. I think the top tip is to actually don't leave it till last minute. I know everyone's like, yeah, I'm gonna start really early, but are you? Like, actually start early, or even if not early, just don't leave it that long, especially when, like, I feel like if you haven't even read the task and then you leave it till last minute, that is the worst thing you can do, because you don't even know what you need to do, and then you leave it till last minute and then you read it and you're like, oh my god. But definitely just try not to leave it till last minute. Even just do like small research. If you have like a big task, just start it. Like, just get, I feel like it's just to get it started, and once you're started, it's calm. But don't leave it till last minute. Like, that's all I can stress. But yeah, like, that's most of the things I need to cover. I feel like because I didn't live there, as I keep saying, there isn't as much to cover. But my first year of uni, I feel like my experience was good. Like, I had fun, I still got work done. Yeah, it was good. I feel like obviously when you live there you can go to more events and stuff, but for me, like, I wasn't like too bothered about banging every motive, so it was fine for me. I feel like just the top tips are basically just have fun, be confident. Like, you need to like speak up. If you're a very shy person, like, you need to speak up or you're not gonna make friends with anyone. You also need to be yourself, because a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people are fake, and you can see it. Like, you can actually see it. Just be yourself. Don't try and be someone you're not. Don't spend your loan on Balenciaga. It doesn't make sense. Like, don't blow your loan, please. Don't be that person. Just be yourself, be normal. But yeah, have fun, put the work in when you need to. So obviously when it's coming to deadlines, you need to ghost. And when, also another thing is, when you go library, it's actually better to go by yourself. If you know that when you're with your friends or your friends, you're not going to do work at library, don't tell them I'm going library, because you'll both end up going and you both won't do any work. Like, just go by yourself. You don't need to say anything. But yeah, I feel like that's mostly what I needed to cover. Like, I think my uni's, it's alright. It's a good uni. Like, I'm happy there. But yeah, so next year, anyway, I'll just cover my plans for next year. Next year, I'm moving out, which is exciting. Don't you worry, I'll be banging every freshers motive, and then I'm gonna ghost. I'm actually gonna ghost for the after freshers. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. But yeah, I'm happy that I stayed at home. Like, I'm happy with my choice, but I feel like now I just need to experience living out. Now I feel like I've matured a little bit and I know what the uni's like. Then living out for second year should be good. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to do more sort of vloggy videos. Like, when I move into my house, I'm gonna start doing like uni vlogs, videos there, like room tour, all of that kind of thing. But yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want any more videos, what kind of ideas you want. But yeah, and my socials will be down below. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully see you soon. Bye guys.